Welcome back to another video. Today is not going to plan. We have broken down on the way to get in the Lincoln wheel. I've split a water hose. So if you look just down there, just behind this section there is split. So I'm driving as normal and my temperature normally just goes over this line, maybe sits here, and I could see it was slowly climbing up. Obviously your temperature gauge is very important, so obviously I pulled up to this lay-by, opened the bonnet, was greeted by a nice coolant leak because the water hose is split. The other problem is my batteries are like 15%. The phone is like 4 years old, so it's going to go in no time. The guy who re-drilled the wheels is on his way now. He might have a selection of coolant lines that we might be able to just make something work, because it just seems like it's just a small joint just there anyway. The engineering chap made his way home to have a look if he can find some coolant lines. Sadly he couldn't find any, so he super glued the split and then wrapped it up with a lot of insulation tape. This was just to get us home, just so we could run up to temperature and it will hold the coolant. When we was filling up the coolant, we noticed it was foaming in the coolant bottle, which raised a little bit of suspicion because we thought that the head gasket might have gone. I checked the oil filler and it was okay, so we ran up to temperature, made sure everything was okay, and then set off. We'll replace that line and then we will pray with our tightest fingers, and I want you guys to, I don't know, something that's going to help me with luck. Hope that the head gasket hasn't gone, because we have just started a new business, guys. I've just quit my job, and if I'm honest, I've gone way over budget with the wheels, and I don't want to spend any more money on this car, which has put me in an awkward position for YouTube. I mean, I can't survive without money if I keep on spending it. But for now, guys, I'll see you in the next clip. Give you a quick backstory for the guys that don't know. So obviously the car doesn't have a boot handle anymore, which means obviously you can't open it from the outside. So I wired up a solenoid on the inside, because everything has obviously been smoothed off. While I was posting about sort of solenoids and wiring and bits and bobs, somebody had messaged and said if you use Mark III struts, they're stronger than Mark II struts, so when you pop the boot it automatically opens. Currently it doesn't, so I'll just show you now. So press the button and it just pops it off the latch, but it doesn't actually open. I was told this will work. If it doesn't matter, because when we go to the top it stops here, when actually it can go quite a lot more. So I think the struts themselves are a bit tired, they're a bit worn. It wouldn't surprise me if these are the original ones, so we'll just do a quick swap over, see how these do. If they don't automatically pop, it doesn't matter. Okay, well let's see what that was. Well, no, it was a lie then. It doesn't open automatic. But either way, that opens a lot better. I think it might be, but it might be due to the fact that the tailgate is actually getting stuck. Who knows? So often I get asked, where'd you get this from? Have you got a link? eBay. Type in Mark III Golf boot struts or tailgate struts. These cost me £12. Definitely worth doing. We fix something, on to the next. So guys, since we've bought this car back in May last year, we have honestly changed 90% of the external components on this car. There are 3 items that haven't been changed yet. The first one are the rear lights. Obviously they go with the heck blend, so they'll be staying on anyway. This lens has a crack in, so if anybody has a replacement, let me know, I will buy one. The next thing that's not been changed is the exhaust system. Obviously since putting the BBS kit on now, the exhaust is kind of lost in the exhaust cutout. However, we have that to go on at some point when we find somebody to mess around with it. The last item is what we're going to tackle today. The front bumper, guys. So I've finally picked one up. We was approached by a chap called Martin. He watches the video, so if you're watching, thank you very much. He sent me pictures over. I'm definitely interested. Got no idea what it's worth or the value. My plans are to go big bumper. Seen your YouTube videos, know you're just starting out your new business venture, so if you make me an offer what you can afford, I'm sure I can help you out. These kind of messages, guys, means a lot more than you think. Yes, starting a business, it's not fun on the bank balance and you're just taking a leap of faith. So to get messages like that, and especially the front bumper, which I've been after for honestly a year since I've bought the car, and if anybody wants to help me out, just give me a message. And if you haven't got any parts for sale, there's a Patreon in the link in the description. I do post lots of stuff on that now, so that's starting to kind of get into the swing of it. Let's sort out this front bumper out and we'll show you what we've got. Oh yes, I would say we've got one more component on the front. Obviously we still need to do the eyebrow, but as you can see, the grill fits a little bit better. It's not perfect because it is an aftermarket grill. That is one thing you just got to accept, is that it's never going to fit like an original. But the red stripe grill is on, now matches the front grill bumper, and then obviously at the back we have heck blend and rear stripe, red stripe rear bumper. So in terms of red accents, we're finished on the outside. No we're not. We have the 280s to go back on, which will be in another video because it is a whole, it's long because we have to change the hubs over, we have to change the track rods, we have to put the ball joint extenders in, everything else. Obviously bleeding the system as well is going to take a little bit of time. It's not difficult, but it's just time consuming because there's so many components for us to do. But in terms of red components, after that is it on the car. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. I think compared to the original, this one fits, and it also leaves a nice gap under the grill, especially under this bit, so now there's no pressure pushing the grill up. So I think now we can actually, well actually it sits better than it did before. I think it was sitting quite a lot further out. I think with a little bit of trimming and a little bit of messing around I could get that to sit a bit flat. Do I end up putting the eyebrow on now? God, it looks so much better. Also, the solution finish on this front bumper, guys, if you have not got solution finish yet, this is not sponsored, I don't get any money or commission from this, I don't know what you're doing, because this bottle I've had, let me turn the camera around for this, believe it or not, I've owned this bottle for almost 10 years and I've still got it and it still works. I bought this when I had my Jetta Coupe, which would have been in 2016, and it was good for that, and it's really good for any of your faded black plastics. It does absolute wonders for especially your older stuff when the plastic is faded. I mean, you saw the cinematics of what this used to look like, and it definitely didn't match the front grille. It definitely looked out of place, but it looks absolutely amazing. This stuff, I think it cost me, I want to say it's around 10 to 20 pounds, somewhere around there, but for something that's lasted 8 years, I'm so happy now with that front end. Oh my god, we just need to do the eyebrow. Oh my. Yeah, I love it. So the little bit I was talking about is obviously you can see the mounting hole there. There isn't much I can do about that. I could probably adjust the rad support, push that forward, which pushes the grill forward, but really this is pretty much where it's supposed to sit, because you can tell the bonnet line's just there. If I go any further in, this edge is going to hit this bit because it actually bumps upwards. So yeah, not perfect, but this car is not meant to be perfect, and it's going to have dings and imperfections and bits and bobs. But let me know what you guys think. Eyebrow or no eyebrow. We do have another thing on the front end we're going to be changing. I'll give you a little hint on the headlights, but that front end is complete. BBS front lip, press plates, red stripe grille, red stripe bumper, red stripe grille, smoke repeaters, new headlights, new grille, new emblem, and the eyebrow. Let me know what you guys think. I absolutely love eyebrows on Mark II Golfs. Regardless of what model it is, whether it's a Jetta or a Golf. Yeah. We're slowly getting there. We're slowly getting there. We just need to get, what else do we need to do? Apart from fix the car, we'll worry about that another day. We can have it sitting nice in the garage, even if it doesn't run. We do need to put 280s on. We've got lower arms in that box, and then heater matrix. The wheel that we was messing around with yesterday is just sitting just in the passenger footwell there. Tomorrow the engineering shop is open, so we'll take a trip down because this is running okay. We'll obviously keep lots of fluids in it, run it down, drop the wheel off, then we can get that one re-drilled, send it back up to the shop. Then they're going to, what are they going to do? Send it off for powder coat and get it diamond cut, and then I'll have 5 Lincoln wheels re-drilled to 4x100 ready to go on this car. It's been an absolute nightmare of a task to do because we dropped them wheels off in Feb. When this car was finished, or coming up to being finished, we dropped the wheels off and they're still not finished. We've been encountering lots of issues, delays, and because we are sort of going through 3 different companies at once, because the last wheel that was done was not up to standard, it was really bad. It wasn't refurbished very well because of the age of the wheel. So sourcing the other wheel was not that hard. We managed to find one that day, but starting the process again, getting it re-drilled, getting it welded, then getting it powder coated again, it's going through 3 different companies, so I have to send it off to them. Once they've done, I got to take it back, send it off to another company, and it's just an absolute hassle, obviously because they all have different time schedules. Not all of them have availability straight away, and it's just stretched out. We're now at the end of April with still no wheels. We've missed GTI Festival, we've missed Ultimate Dubs, but it is what it is, guys. I guess it keeps the build chugging along still. We'll probably end up diagnosing all the water issues in the next vlog. Don't forget, guys, Patreon in the link in the description. We've got exclusive content for 20 pence a day. It's going to help out the channel a lot, and your small contribution is going to end up helping me promote the channel. It's going to help me build this car. It's also going to help me with future projects, and all of the money I get from Patreon will be put back into the content. So if you guys feel like I'm keeping the money, I'm spending it on takeaways, that's not the case at all. Patreon will be reinvested back into the YouTube channel. The YouTube will then invest in the Patreon, and then it will all kind of grow up together. So if you want to be a part of the community, link in the description. I'm going to end the vlog here. If you did enjoy the video, give it a like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week for another video. Peace.